Matt.
I didn't
But yeah,
realize
your math is up, so you take the reins, and I'm going to switch over to my phone.
I'm a little OCD. I'm OCD, as you guys can see, with certain things.
Order these.
All these.
Well, the attention to detail is what I lack. So
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting on an autism diagnosis, so I'll have that one as well.
Yeah, I get a little obsessed here. So I marked, as you guys can see, I need to change the colors on my markers though, because I started doing that the other day, then I got sidetracked. So this here, right here, this is where they replaced the pipe. It was just like a sewer pipe, and it was like dug 10 feet. I thought it was interesting because it was during the time that she was taken. So it would have been a place that they could have, like, I'm not trying to be gruesome, but they could have dumped her body in this area and nobody would really even know, because think about it, if the hole was being dug and she was like thrown in there and then stuff was put on, you know what I mean? Plus the FBI was like searching over in this area, Skyline and Orange Grove. Nancy, she would shop here. FBI was asking for surveillance footage over in here. And where is that one area? That's where the SWAT happened. So this is where they did the SWAT and stuff over there. But Nancy's house is in here, so it's not far. Right here.
Good place to hide a body or bones.
Yeah, like it's not far at all. And that's the direction I think they would have took. That's where the strange signs were too. Oh, there's something I wanted to ask you, Damien.
Yep.
I have to show you this. Did you know that, I'm sure you knew, but there's a house right here. Okay, let me see if I could just, I always screw up right here doing this. There's a house right here that has a camera on its gate. Right here. And it's still there because there was a...
I know that house, yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I was like, if the perp came in that way, that camera, if it was working and a jammer wasn't actually there, that camera would have definitely got them.
If you're dry on cat?
Camera would have definitely got them.
Yeah. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure, I know they were, they went to every single house probably more than once. I heard some people said they got, more than one visit from, so I guarantee you they were, everybody, I mean, you should have seen how many new security signs were going up from people putting in systems and making their systems better after the fact. But,
Yeah, they're scared.
Yeah, so I have no doubt, but that's what's shocking is there's no other footage once Nancy is kidnapped out of the house. It's like they just don't have anything they can show that she actually left the neighborhood, so people are speculating she's got to be there because there's no car that they're going, oh, well, here's a car that zoomed by. We don't know what it is, but we have a feeling. Usually they eventually release something like that. And for whatever reason, there's nothing.
We know there definitely has to be a car. Absolutely. Because you're not walking far with her. Unless you're walking to another house in the area. I mean, and then still, like, you would still have to use something, like, to get her out.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a theory, but, obviously...
Unless they were staying in the neighborhood. I said unless they were staying in the neighborhood.
Well,
They went in the car.
That's the thing, because, like, on this... Where is it at? Let me go back here. This road right here. This is the house for, well, and they changed the dates. I'm telling you. Okay, I'm not a conspiracy person, okay? But when
No, you're right. It did change. Yep.
they changed the dates on here because when I first started marking, it was 2020, the end of 2025, November. Now, you can only go up to 2019. The only way to get, but just right in front of Nancy's house is Google Earth 2025. It's really strange, but as soon as you go, yeah, it's really weird. I don't know why they did that. But this house was for rent for years. That's what I was like when I looked it up. Like it was for rent for years, and then now they're selling it because you know what I mean. But
That's the house we were parking at, right
Yeah.
towards the end, because it was right there.
Yeah.
There was I think that was like a hoarder house. And so there was like, I think before the people moved out, there was they had to bring in one of those big trash cans.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I
You're
think
talking
there was
about
a
the-
realtor this weekend out there. Someone took a picture.
Oh yeah, Dad's, I think, right? When he was driving by, they were parked in the street.
Exactly.
Yep. That's interesting.
Are you
'cause
talking
I
about
think,
the recycling thing?
yeah,
Like the dump
little,
truck?
little dumps.
Yeah, the dumpster.
What makes me wonder is because I think the lady that lives like a couple of houses right next door or something, I don't know, close by, I'll just say that, close by. She's the one that spoke with Brian Enton, and she said that talking about like the guy walking on the 11th of January or something like that.
Yeah.
The strange guy walking on the 11th of January, and I think he was walking down the road this way, wasn't he? Oh, excuse me. No, he was walking this way. This way. And they fogged their house out. They don't want me looking at their house.
How do you you can fog your house out, huh?
Yeah, you can go on Google Earth, Google Maps, and then you can, go into your address and put, just fog it out so nobody can see your house. There's, so that strange guy that the neighbor had reported, and I believe she also spoke about these weird people moving out of here. Wasn't there 3 people that moved out of here?
That was
That's
strange, and it sounded like they were, strange relationships. It wasn't like just like a normal family, but I never, you hear these things and then it just fizzles out, and you think if it was something, they had 400 FBI agents on this, and the Pima County, not that they're mad, but that they would have found something to go somewhere. But it's so strange that there's literally so many different theories, and there's nothing that they're releasing to help us, because we're all wondering, well, what is it? They won't even release one thing so we can kind of get a better clue of what's going on.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy to me. Like, at first they're telling us, look for this guy, look for this car, and the vehicle, like the camera footage is from like a house that's 2.5 miles away, which is towards the direction, I believe, of that pipe that I was showing you, going towards that direction. So if they kind of have an idea of the route the guy took, or guys, or whoever the perps took, then why don't they give us more information so we can help with that? They asked us to look for a vehicle,
And then let this hang in.
Yeah, and then said it has, doesn't have anything to do with.